Hello, and welcome back to the Higher View podcast. I'm Jonathan, your host, and this is Alexus, the beautiful co-host. We are here with two of our very good friends from church, and they are going to be starting the very first series of Gen Z. We have Jonathan.
Hey, what's up? I'm Jonathan.
My brother Jonathan.
Yeah, we got two Jonathans.
We also have Isaiah.
Howdy.
These guys are amazing. I've seen them grow so much from the years that I've known them. I've seen them in our youth at the church that we go to, and they have just kind of transformed into different people right in front of my eyes. So it's just pretty cool to see that and be a part of that and be able to just be part of their journey. But we've had them here today just to kind of talk about what is going on in their lives and how their faith has changed going into this church and going into this youth program, how it's changed their lives. So we're just going to dive a little bit into that, and we hope you guys enjoy. But how are you guys doing?
Thanks for having us.
I'm doing pretty good myself. How about you?
I'm good, bro. I'm very, very good. I'm very excited to start this series. I'm glad that we picked you two.
Yeah, you
Thank
guys.
you. I appreciate it.
It's actually my first time really talking to you guys. I mean, I've seen you a little bit at church and stuff, but just seeing how y'all carry yourselves, and I think y'all are perfect for this episode.
So these guys are awesome.
Thank you. Do you are you involved in the church at all or no?
Yeah. So I serve in the kids, and I help them with production sometimes.
That's cool.
and
Y'all should be on camera.
What?
She's rocking the
I'll
camera.
be the
over there.
camera sometimes.
Dude, I don't know how y'all
seen
sit
you. I've
there.
always seen Jonathan in cameras all the time.
Yeah.
Anytime he's there.
Yeah.
I just started it, so I'll do it like actually the last service because I'll attend one serving kids and then do the camera, and it's fun. I like it. It helps me, because I just listen to the sermon, so it gives me something to do.
Yeah.
I feel like if I ever did the thing where you sit down, I'd fall asleep.
Dude.
Yeah, I won't
It's so
do that.
quiet.
Dude, I can't tell you how many times I've fallen asleep. I'm sitting there, and you know, Pastor, he's always moving around. I'm sitting there, my eyes are getting heavy.
I mean, if you do all three services, I could see that.
Yeah, it gets pretty tiring, but no, yeah, it's good. It's fun to do production. Like I said, I've learned so much from it, just being a part of it and seeing how they operate in things. And it's inspired a lot of this podcast, so I'm very, very grateful for it. But we were talking a little bit before we started recording, and
we had to stop talking.
I wanted to preserve our conversations because it was kind of going pretty good.
Yeah.
But we were talking about kind of how we grew up a little bit, and you guys said that y'all both grew up kind of in a Christian way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what we're going to be talking about on this episode is how you have learned your own faith with God and how that has changed your relationship with God, and how, just how that's kind of transformed you as a person, how different it is from your parents' faith to now.
For sure.
So I kind of just want to hear a little bit of y'all's brains. Whoever wants to go first. So you grew up with your parents.
Yeah.
Parents taught you about God a little bit, right? Your grandma.
I mean,
Let's just hear him say his story.
okay, so
let's hear it.
so my parents were always Christian, right?
Okay.
But we wouldn't go to church like that. Like we would go to church for Thanksgiving, not Thanksgiving. No, sorry, Easter.
Okay.
Easter.
We would go to the Easter Bunny, you know what I'm saying? We would get invited, so that's when we would go.
The classic sermon.
But really, when I moved out here from Portland, that I kind of started getting more involved from my friend Emily. So shout out to my friend Emily. But she got me to church, and she would be the one taking 10 kids, and then I would join her. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, let's get all these kids going to church. I love getting people to youth. I love.
She like your age or?
Yeah, we're the same age.
Dope.
Yeah, so I would join her, and she would always, the competitions, most people we bring.
Yeah.
She would bring 10 people. I'd be like, bet I'm bringing 15 people. You know what I'm saying? And then we would combine it. We'd all get the prize. So we would always, I don't know. She really got me into it. You know what I'm saying? She really got me into church, and then I would always go, but I really got punched in the face by God this year because I was going through it. I went through a breakup. I mean, it was a high school relationship.
Right.
And I started, smoking. I started doing the things I should not be doing. You know what I'm saying? But, I feel like when you're at your all-time low, God really hits you. You know what I'm saying? And
Been there.
It took me crying at the altar, shaking, for me to really realize God is for me. God is helping me. God is good for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What about you, bro? What was kind of your... kind of like how he was saying, that's kind of his transitional moment, from when he kind of realized that he's gonna have his own faith from now on? Like, what do you feel like your transitional moment was for you?
Like where I first like encountered God.
Yeah, let's say that. Yeah.
So I was I don't think it really started like when I first started coming to church at the house, because I think yeah, like it mainly started at youth, because it kind of still felt the same Sunday service, going to the house, and I would just lift up my hands and just praise even though I didn't know,
Just kind of being there.
yeah, even if I thought nothing was happening. And yeah, I think my journey really started at youth, my transition, and I feel like the more I started showing up, I started meeting more people, and I think it happened at the altar. Kenneth was like, just praise him.
Shout out to Ken.
And and I just truly there in that moment, I felt like I really encountered his presence, and it was a beautiful moment.
It's really awesome to hear both of y'all's stories, and even our conversations before this. A lot of what y'all talk about is how Kenneth has kind of led y'all into like
sure.
Kenneth is
He's a big part,
yeah,
bro.
He's an amazing leader,
part
bro.
in our life.
Yeah,
I love him, bro.
he's an amazing dude.
I love him.
It's really awesome to see that he's.
It's his birthday Sunday.
Oh really?
Oh, okay.
Sunday?
Tomorrow.
Yeah,
Tomorrow.
Cool.
Tomorrow. Yeah.
But yeah, we'll do something for him.
Yeah.
But that's awesome, bro. I'm really happy to see that. And like me and Lex were saying earlier, we went to House College with Kenneth, and that was years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So we saw Kenneth like do his first sermon ever
Yeah.
at House College. I don't know if it was like his first time ever doing a sermon, but we saw him like grow. Like we've seen him grow, and we've seen how he's like changed so much, and it is night and day,
Yeah.
bro.
No,
It's
for sure.
crazy,
Well,
bro.
he had to just
sorry.
like, oh, you're good. He just had to step in the gap once one of the pastors like left. It was just on him. Like he was like, okay, like here you go. And so when we did House College and we were in retreat, it was like put on him, like, okay, like you're gonna be taking over. And so we saw that transition.
Yeah. Well, me and
Awesome to see where
Johnny.
he's at.
Me and Johnny went to the first YSL.
Oh, yeah.
First YSL. I mean, he knew what he was doing. He made a family, but like it was still like he didn't know what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? And like him then and now, like it's so different. Like Kenneth has made such a difference in the youth and in my life personally. He's the reason why I kept going to church, in my opinion.
awesome.
So I love that guy. And I'm thankful for him.
Yeah, it's so good that you guys have such a good role model
that.
to be a part of, and a strong community that you guys go to like every week. Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys go to that every week. So.
And he's gonna be on our podcast pretty soon. So this
we're
is
gonna
perfect. I
ask
love
him.
this.
Okay, he can talk too. He can talk.
So like, as being in Gen Z, you guys, we are Gen Z still, but I feel like we're kind of like in a different generation. If I'm not old, bro, don't say that. Don't age me. I'm not
It was
there
just
yet.
different.
Are you
when
like
we were-
23? 23.
How old do I look?
I think you're 23.
20?
Yeah, you look 20.
Wow.
That's a
No,
good
I know
thing.
you're older
Yeah.
than 20.
Thank you,
'cause
I'm 25.
About to be
Oh,
26
you're
next
young.
month. 26 next month.
Dang, bro, you really aging me.
You're almost 30.
He's on my neck right now.
Dang.
But as being Gen Z in y'all's generation, right?
Yeah.
So, what does it look like in y'all's age range? What do people go through at y'all's age range? What do you feel like something stands out?
I feel like trying to be like everybody else stands out. You know what I'm saying? No one's their own person. That's what's hard because like social media is so bad. Social media is so bad for the youth, man. It's like
I feel like it's really made a difference in y'all's age, and like the younger generations and people that grow up with social media have never seen anything besides that.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what that's gonna.
no
be
one's
like.
their own person.
Yeah.
Because they're looking at, I mean, these social media stars, like, I don't know, they want to be like them, right? And
Right.
like, they're not necessarily like the best people, right?
Right.
And I don't know, and I just feel like mental health is really hard right now for especially the youth community, and it's hard, especially being your own person and mental health. It's hard to like, I don't know what the words are, like it's hard to be confident in yourself, if that makes sense.
Do you think that ties together, like people having an identity issue and mental health?
Yeah, no, for sure. I think that definitely ties into, I mean, both. I mean,
Do you guys feel like that y'all have grown in that since you have your own relationship with God compared to other people that don't?
well, I was always angry I was always really angry, and forgiveness really helped me with God, you know, and just forgiving people, because I would hold grudges on everybody, you know, my family issues, you know, stuff going on at school. The power of forgiveness is so powerful, and it's just, I don't know, like it's so powerful, and I love God for forgiving me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
And for
absolutely, bro.
me forgiving people.
With you guys being in school, what is it like being a Christian and trying to walk that out in a public school?
Honestly, I think it's kind of hard, not just for me, but for almost everybody. Because I mean, you may be worried about what other people think, and you know, honestly, it's I don't know. It's just not that it's a weird feeling, but it is a weird feeling, if that makes sense. But yeah, no. Sometimes it's hard to, you know, kind of reflect, you know, your faith, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
But,
for sure.
I think like the thing now is like people hate on people for not being Christian, hate on people for not being the perfect Christian, you know. And I don't want to say I hate those type of people. Yeah, I don't want to say I hate those type of people, but like those type of people is what draws people away from Christianity. Saying you do this, you do that, I'm better than you. Like, bro, come on. Like I try to build people into Christianity. Because, like, no one's perfect. I'm not perfect.
Yeah.
I mess up every day. You know? Everybody messes up every day.
Yeah.
And if you build someone in Christianity in school, it's so much better, you know? And
I think that's really a really hard fault line between a lot of people that aren't too very knowledgeable in Christianity. It seems more of like a religious thing to them. Like I have to follow these set of rules.
Sure.
I have to be this kind of person. I have to uphold myself in a certain way. And maybe that's kind of what causes those kind of things in schools or at y'all's age. And it's not even y'all's age. I think that's kind of everybody thing.
Yeah.
When people don't really understand it's a relationship.
what's a stereotype, too, for Christianity.
Sure,
Like,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
like,
for sure.
it's some Christians are really judgmental, and it's just not how, I don't think it's how God wanted us to handle it, you know?
Absolutely not.
And I feel like we just need to build people into faith. And going back to like being in school, like it's hard because I feel like right now Christianity is like a trend, you know, and people are just showing up because it's a trend. It's what people do on our Wednesdays, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They don't go to Sundays,
Yeah.
you know, but they're going Wednesdays, you know, they're going to go do their, I don't know, whatever they do at those churches, but
Yeah.
but like their laser tag or whatever, I don't know what they do, but like but like it's just like the trend, you know, to go through football team, which is great,
Right.
but like no one's invested,
Right.
you know, and then until you get that punch in the face by God, is punch in the face a bad term?
It's not a bad term. I mean,
I felt a punch in the face.
Kind of like a redirection of your life, like, hey, like,
I would think I got punched in the face. I would say the same thing.
yeah, for sure. Like just got punched in the face, man. Until you get punched in the face, you're like,
Yeah.
dang, he's real.
It makes you realize
He's real, man.
Yeah, for
He's
sure.
real.
the trend thing. It really isn't a bad thing. You know, we have people showing up for church and amazing. We have people y'all's age and following a trend to go to church. Amazing. That's cool.
Yeah.
But we really need like those people that are like you guys that are rock solid in the faith and the real deal, like walking it out, talking it out, and willing to build people up and actually understand that we have to build people up and not judge people or you know, tell them that they're doing stuff wrong. Like, let's just show them love. How about that?
For sure.
You guys understand that. And I think that's exactly what y'all's generation needs. And I think that's amazing that you guys are at the age that y'all are at and have the knowledge that y'all have. It's mind blowing. Me looking back and being at y'all's age, dude, I was getting arrested. I was doing drugs. I was like doing crazy stuff. I knew God at that point. Like I knew of God. Like my parents raised me as a Christian, but I didn't have as clear of a picture as you guys have right now. So I just want to applaud you guys for that.
Thank you.
Like it's really, really amazing where you guys are.
And I'm not perfect, just for everybody knowing. I am not perfect, you know, but I do love God. So.
Absolutely. That's all that matters,
You
bro. You know, we're all imperfect people, for sure.
Yeah, I know the episode we did before this was about strength in numbers, about community and how important that is. And I feel like hearing you guys so far, like the testament of y'all's life and how you encountered Jesus is literally because of community. Like you were talking about Kenneth, and it is like how he poured into your life and how he's helped you. Like if it wasn't for Kenneth, you know, or if it wasn't for God using Kenneth and putting him in your life, y'all might not be where you are today. For sure. And I know we wouldn't be where we are today if it wasn't for the people that stepped into our life. And so community is so important. I think that's so cool that y'all are. And what are you gonna say?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Community plays a big factor, and Something my dad always told me was like surround yourself with other people who can, encourage you and lift you up. And no, it just it played a big part in my life, Kenneth and YSL. Because if I never went to YSL, I probably would have not even known Isaiah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, no,
YSL
a lot of
crazy.
people.
What? So for the people that don't know, what is YSL?
YSL, youth summer leadership. So every summer we like Bible class, Bible study,
It's like
something
it's
like
like
that.
Bible study, and then like it also wants to get you more involved in the church, and like I don't know, and then it's just like also building a family too. You know, like everybody in YSL is family. You know, like I built such great relationship with these kids that are 2 years younger than me. They're annoying, but I love them. You know what I'm saying? Like I love them. They're my brothers.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
it's just building community. And YSL, it gets you more educated with God too,
Sure.
and it builds leaders. That's what we need, leaders. Like you said, we need leaders.
I don't think you're gonna get. I feel like no matter what age we're at, we're always gonna need leaders. We're always gonna need mentors in our life. And even if I'm like 65, I still want people speaking in my life.
sure.
You know, there's always something we can learn and grow from.
Do you feel like it's kind of awkward to talk about God at y'all's age, or like when you do talk about God or the idea of going to church, do you feel like people will kind of rub it weird or
So I like.
get awkward about it?
So I used to think it was weird, but now I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm me, dude.
But do you think other people do? Like, do you think that's
You
kind of
think
like a
they-
stigma? And
I think other people do think it's hard. It's hard to talk about God nowadays because everything else is so socially acceptable. if that
Well,
makes
even if
sense.
it's like a trend in a way, like you're saying, like, is it still hard to talk about it?
I mean, if they believe in God, then it's not hard. But like, it's hard to talk to someone else that doesn't believe in God. You know, to someone that believes in the moon or the stars. You know what I'm saying? Like, but like, I'm not gonna tear myself away from those people because I still want to be around those people and educate them about God. You know, and that's never been like my thing. I never like to bring people down that believe in other beliefs. I always want to bring them up. You know, and bring them up with me in Christianity, and always invite them. That's what Kenneth always told me. Keep inviting them over and over again until they block you. That's what he said to me, until they block you. And I try.
Yeah.
I try to keep inviting, because once they get in the house of God, they'll find out real quick what's the real.
it's a really good principle to know, because what you're doing is sowing. You're sowing,
Yeah.
sowing, and eventually, as you sow a certain amount of seeds, and it finally clicks in someone's head, like, maybe I should check it out. You know? And they finally go, and their life has changed because of that.
I want to go back to about what you were saying about like mental health and also how people, because he asked you what is something that you guys like youth and stuff struggle with. Wasn't that your question, like struggle with or go through? And one thing you said was like be themselves and also like mental health and stuff. So do you guys see that a lot in your age?
I see people trying to be someone they're not. You
Yeah.
know, I see people. I don't know. Like, I see people they're looking on TikTok and they see, I mean, who's a TikTok influencer? Like, is it Bryce Harper? Well, I don't even know. No, that's a baseball player.
No, I have
That's a
no
baseball
idea,
player.
bro.
Bryce Hall.
I wouldn't be able to tell
That's
you.
a dude. You know, like they just try to be like him, try to wear like, I don't know. They just try to be cool.
Yeah.
So you think that's like this, like the reason for those things is like that and like mental health too?
Yeah, and I think it's
coming from-
insecurity.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely insecurity. It's just like they're insecure about themselves, so they're trying to be someone else that's cool, you know. And like people are trying to be cool, they're because kind of like, dude, like why am I around you? Like you're kind of not cool trying to be cool, you know what I'm saying? And it's just, I don't know. Did I answer your question?
Yeah.
It's a very interesting age, because you guys are in a very developmental stage right now, as you are. Like, I mean, from birth to, I mean, I would say adulthood, you move out. I think you're kind of developing and finding out who you are. Yeah. Hopefully you know who you are by the time you move out, or have
that takes time.
some kind of idea. But I think getting this like information of like social media, getting these fake like ideas of who you can be and who these people are as you're developing as a person, getting that mixed in, it's like mixing in two different ingredients that just don't mix. You know, and it's creating this false reality, which is probably creating the identity issue and anxiety and all the other stuff that comes with it, you know.
And social media is also like ruining like the way we treat women, in my opinion. Like the way, like, my mom's a big I don't know, she's just a big like my body, my choice, she's my mom. I love my mom. Shout out, mom. But like like the way we treat women is really bad now. Like it's And then I feel like the way women view men now is just like that as well, you know? And it's like a trend to like be the thought. You know what I'm saying? It's a trend to be, you
For
know,
sure, yeah.
You know, it's just a trend, and it's just
The Bible talks about wives are called to love your husbands,
Yeah.
and husbands are called to love your wives. So obviously, Satan, enemy's goal is to distort everything, pervert everything. So he's going to do the exact opposite of that. Women are going to disrespect their husbands, and husbands are going to not love their wives. And that's exactly what you're seeing. You know, and it's I'm not really plugged into the social media world like that. Like I'm on social media and I see social media, but I don't really see around that age, so I wouldn't know how bad it is. But I'm sure you guys see a lot of that.
Yeah, like I feel like a lot of girls try to follow the social media trend, like you see them shaking butt on TikTok, and like you know you see him in the halls.
I don't see that, bro.
You don't see that? Well,
I'm like, you have control over your feet.
Okay,
you know?
my bad. But like they also do that in school. Like I'm walking in the hall and I see her doing some Ice Spice dance.
Wow.
Bro, we're in school right now, bro.
That's crazy.
Let me just carry my books. You know what I'm saying? But like it's definitely identity issues for everybody in the youth. And it's just like I don't know. It's just like, do you see that in school? You just see girls doing random TikToks.
I'm not in school, but
When you were in
no,
school?
I've seen.
Better than me.
I mean, I remember being in school, and it was a lot like that too, like the identity stuff, and
Yeah. Like I said, it's a
I think it's
developmental
the
stage.
age,
You know?
yeah.
But where do we go from here?
You know,
Like how
do we get better?
Yeah,
You know,
how does it? Because
where does the
technology's
direction
only getting more advanced. You know what I'm saying? Like I can Google anything from my phone.
Yeah.
I can learn how to fly a plane from my phone. Probably wouldn't be good. I probably would crash it, but I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
On my phone, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like DIY, DIY,
DIY.
DIY.
D-
Wait,
do at home.
DIY.
Do it.
Yeah,
D-
DIY.
Yeah.
DUI is driving under the
Under
influence.
Driving under the influence.
That's not the right one.
Wrong one.
We don't want to do that one.
No.
I want to ask y'all this. Have y'all got a glimpse or an idea of what y'all's kind of future wants to look like? Like, what do y'all have a vision for y'all's life?
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
In the far future,
Like, as far as like work wise, and if you do have a ministry one, if that is one, what do you want to do?
for ministry,
Both, either one. You could pick one.
for let me think. From besides ministry, I'd love to become a film director. You know, make movies.
Nice.
Nice.
I don't know why I could see you doing that, bro. I totally can see you doing that.
Thank you. Honestly, not trying to like glaze myself. That's what they say nowadays.
Do it, bro. Do it.
Yeah, but I honestly feel like I have amazing ideas. Like every single day, I could be doing something. I'm like, this could be, you know, a good scene for a movie. Like just random thoughts. It happens any time of the day, and as long as I feel like I have my ideas, you know, I could make awesome movies. You know,
That's awesome, bro.
I'm gonna make it all. And I know this sounds crazy, but like I want to become like the next Mexican Bruce Wayne, basically. Like I have like big ideas. I'd love to make movies,
Have crazy ideas, bro.
cars, make cars, you know, furniture, you know, everything. You know?
That's so cool.
Definitely allow your crazy ideas to stay there, bro. Because that's what a lot of people are scared to even have the thought of a crazy idea. So I encourage you in that. Keep doing that, bro. That's amazing. I totally can see you doing that. Absolutely. You are someone that's kind of like, you remind me of myself. When I met you, like first met you a couple years ago, you reminded me of myself. We have the same name. You kind of have like the same demeanor.
Yeah.
Kind of, I don't want to say we have the same style, but we do like dress in a specific way, I feel
Yeah.
like.
You guys
Kind of
look
low
the
key, you know? We do kind of look the same a little
Like
bit.
the hair.
I mean, I definitely got the same kind of vibe when I met
It's
him.
my little bro, bro.
I think you told me about him a long time ago.
Yeah, I
from
did.
what
I
remember.
absolutely did.
Like, I met this kid actually named Jonathan,
Yeah.
and I just like me.
But I could just see, you have creative thoughts. I could definitely see that on you. I think you have a very creative brain.
Thank you.
Definitely chase that, bro. Absolutely. That's amazing. I love that. What about you, bro?
I'm thinking trade school.
Yeah.
Either welding or electricians, but I would always want to be my own business owner. I don't like working for people, but like
That's the leader in you, huh?
Yeah, and the stubbornness in me too, I guess.
I feel that.
But you know, like I definitely trade school, and then I don't know, I like everything. I have ADD and ADHD, so I like everything. I've been getting into photography in the church, and I think it's so dope. I want to, like, I'm YouTube and stuff. I want to go downtown and take pictures. You know what I'm saying? But I also like I have a very good business owner mindset too. My dad's always told me. And my dad's the smartest person I know. He built businesses from the ground up. You know.
It's awesome.
But yeah, I think I'm gonna be a business owner. I don't know what it is, but I'm always thinking about the next hustle, you know, and I'm always thinking about what I want to do next. Like yesterday, I was thinking about doing a landscaping business. Like I told Jonathan, like I was thinking about doing a landscaping business. I don't know how to do the work. I just hire people to do it. You know what I'm saying? And then I I was talking about with my friend the other day doing a t-shirt company, you know, like, and I like so many different things. I don't look like a labor hand, and I don't look like someone that's going out there doing labor. Because I wear baggy pants and. I look like a skater, you know. I did skate, but I'm not good. I'm not good.
You tried it out.
I'm a poser. But for sure, I don't know, but I know I'll figure it out.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
So.
I think I was on the path of that as well for a couple of years. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to figure it out. I know, like, for me personally, also, I want to be a business owner, too.
I don't want to be locked down on something. I want to do everything.
Well,
you know?
I just want to encourage you that everything's, like, seasonal, too. And I've been being an entrepreneur on my own for 2 years, but now I've been in a season of I'm not letting go of that or throwing in my towel, but I've just came to a place where I want to grow and learn more skills. Yeah. And sometimes that comes with working under somebody and seeing how they create things and how they handle their company and things like that. And like there will be favor on that if it's meant from God, and he will put the right place in, or it's not going to be like heavy and like you don't want to be there usually. And there's always something to learn from wherever you work.
No, so. For sure. Like from Nelly at the house, she is so good at what she does. She's what is she, a lead
leader?
She like does it for all the houses. She does like production, not production. Creative team for like most of the houses. Yeah. So like she has taught me a lot in the photography space, and I thank her for that too. And like I don't know, it's cool just seeing what she does, and I've worked under her, if that makes sense. Yeah. You know, like she's taught me. She's my mentor. You know, I called her Master Splinter the other day.
I think I saw that somewhere. I was like, what does that even mean, bro?
Bro, Master Splinter is like the dude.
The master.
I'm like, we're really like not following that. You need to teach us.
Do you feel like at y'all's age, vision is missing?
Vision of what?
Anything. Like the future?
Anything. Like vision meaning like I have some type of direction of like where I'm gonna go.
Yeah. No. I think a lot of I think mainly youth nowadays don't kind of have vision. Like there's some out there like who are hustlers, you know, they have a good mindset. But you know, I actually had this conversation with my barber the other day, and he was like, "I like you, kid. Like you're good. You know, you're a hustler, and
that's awesome.
You know, you remind me of my son. You know, always working hard." And yeah, he was just saying like how you know, teens, especially teens nowadays, you know, they they don't have like any plans for the future. You know, they're just at home doing whatever, you know, and
video games.
Yeah,
video games, phones.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I feel like a vision is kind of lost in youth.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask that because I wanted to see if y'all had vision. You know, y'all had some idea. Obviously, like you guys are still young, plenty of time. Yeah, we all have plenty of time still, but there's no rush. But I just wanted to. This whole episode, I really just want to get like a sneak peek of the brain of Gen Z, and really this whole series. I want to see the brain of Gen Z and just what it's like and the things that go through y'all's heads, the things that y'all experience, the things that y'all walk through. I think it's interesting to see how much the things have changed. I think it's kind of easy to get lost and lose sight as we are this age and beyond to see what y'all are going through. Yeah. Because I feel like Gen Z are going through the worst situations when we're kind of living on and going on what we've experienced as we know what is bad. Yeah. But y'all are kind of going through even worse.
Well, I feel like Gen Z's on I feel like not the board, like the cut of like I know when I was younger, I experienced a little bit of like the older stuff, like the Wii, you know what I'm saying? I had a Wii, I had like a little DS, you know what I'm saying? Those are good times. Yeah. And like I had a Kindle, you know, because I never had a phone. But you know, I feel like is it Gen Alpha after us?
Oh.
Is that
Gen
us?
Alpha, I believe.
Yeah,
Dude,
I'm,
what
I'm
do these
interested to
names
see.
mean?
I'm interested to see what Gen Alpha is like, because like
Yeah,
Gen Z, like
that's true.
I still, they probably won't think the iPad's bad. They probably won't think their phone is bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They'll just be used to it because they're growing up on TikTok. They're growing up scrolling. You know, but
Yeah, like what is gonna be their Wii? You know, what is there gonna be the Nintendo
Yeah.
DS? You know,
yeah,
what is there gonna be boring toy that they have?
for sure? We bowling.
We bowling.
Dude, you know how many times I've thrown a controller at the TV?
So have I, bro. I've definitely broke a TV before.
We need to get a Wii in our house.
I have one. It's just broken, or it just doesn't work. It's just like so old it doesn't work.
No, I grew up on Mario.
Yeah,
Yeah,
same,
Mario's
same,
awesome.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are y'all big gamers? You play it all
I
stuff?
used to be.
Yeah, no, me too. I feel like I just grew up. I grew out of a video game, sadly.
Yeah.
But no, every now and then I'll play on my Switch. I love the old Nintendo games, the entertainment systems, the Super Nintendo and the classic one. I actually grew up with one. My grandma owned one, and my dad bought it off her, and I loved that so much. I played it a lot as a kid. Yeah, like I said, I grew up on Mario a lot.
That's what I grew up on too, bro. Nintendo
sure.
64.
Yeah, I
Super
was always
Mario
gaming.
Brothers. Yeah.
I love gaming, bro. But like not anymore. Like I've definitely grown out because I just feel lazy when I play it. You know, I don't feel productive.
Yeah.
You know, I'd rather hang out with friends or go do something. You know, but I definitely used to play a lot of games like Fortnite, Minecraft.
You guys are kind of at the age where you're like, you want to do life now.
Yeah. Like I'll still play. It's good. It's definitely good for escaping for sure. Like it's good for like when you get under a lot of stress. It's good for like escaping and just like toning out the noise. Yeah, it just helps a lot for me, you know. And I don't know.
So is that like when it comes to like mental like health and stuff? Is that something you do to help if you go through that
Yeah.
or?
I feel like it's a coping mechanism. Gaming, so that's also a good part of social media, or not social media, like gaming. You know what I'm saying? It's just escaping, you know, and it's just you're doing something you enjoy, and you're just like, you know, you're locked in. You know, you just don't have to worry about anything else around you, and it definitely helps with anxiety, your ADHD, ADD. But yeah, I think it helps for sure.
Yeah. Do you guys do like Bible meetups and stuff at all?
No, but I need to go to one or host one. Like I seriously need to. I've been I want to do one or join one. But
Should
yeah.
totally do one.
I might
it.
I
actually.
thought you had one.
No?
I could see y'all doing that for
Is that
real.
I
Jay?
should totally do it.
I was gonna do an age group for my school with my homeboy.
Nice.
That'd be cool.
I feel like that'd be pretty dope.
We actually have a Bible study that we go to like every other Friday.
That's cool.
Go next Friday. If you guys wanted to go, if y'all are free, I could definitely come.
Yeah, shoot us a text.
Yeah, I'll let y'all know.
Yeah, for sure. I always love just doing stuff with the I don't know, I'm always doing something, bro. I'm always outside, bro. And like I don't know. In like the Harvest, they had like a worship night which I thought was super dope.
Harvest Coffee?
Yeah, you were there.
No?
Really? At
No,
a
you
coffee
were.
shop?
Yeah, it's y'all guys
Remember
know
Jade?
Jade?
Oh,
Jade Moore. Yeah.
She
Jade's
opened a
super
coffee
dope.
shop.
Oh, really?
But they open a coffee shop and they
Yeah.
have worship nights there.
Dang,
And dude,
that's
it
so
was
cool.
it was so dope. Like it was just like I think it was one person on like the drums, you know?
Yeah.
Like, but it wasn't like drums, it was like a
It was
box.
a box. Yeah.
They sit
Gotcha.
on it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like a box and then a guitar and a singer. But it was like it was cool, you know. And,
That's awesome,
I
dude.
love that.
That's
to go
that's
check it
pretty
out.
different.
Yeah, I
Where's
almost
that at?
Different.
Per City.
Somewhere.
Is that
Yeah,
Per
it's
City?
like-
I have no idea. I've
It's-
never been there.
It's like Presidio.
Oh.
Is
You
that-
were there.
No? I've never been to it. It's too far.
So, were you from Texas, born and raised?
Yeah, Fort Worth.
Fort Worth. Awesome.
Nice.
How do you feel about the city? Do you still like it?
Yeah.
Do you
yeah.
feel
I
like you'd
do.
ever leave?
Oh, never. No.
No?
If anything, I'd leave like just to visit someplace.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I don't think I'm leaving like ever. I love it here. I grew up and I've made good memories here, honestly.
It's awesome.
And part of those memories that are good was mainly from my mom. She made moments that weren't so like special for me and my siblings, and I love that. Like we could be going to the library, and my mom just made it so fun. I remember going there, and we had I think check out movies, and we had a car with a movie thingy, a movie player.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, I remember renting movies from there, checking out movies from there, and
That's awesome.
she just my mom my mom and dad played a big role in my life, and they've made a lot of special memories here. So I would
awesome.
never want to leave.
Shout out moms.
Y'all are pretty
Love
tight, you and your
that.
parents.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Very close.
That's good,
Very,
though.
very close.
That's awesome. So
I,
like,
want to meet these people.
yeah, they sound like some good
You'll
people.
love
Man.
them.
They sound like some good people.
Shout out to all the moms out there.
All the moms.
This is the reason why we're alive. So
All the moms.
Yeah, right.
Oh, moms are the
Amen.
best.
Amen.
I love
Amen.
moms.
my mom
I
is a
agree with that.
superhero, bro.
Yeah.
So
So with your parents, do they go to the house now?
They brought me to the house.
Okay.
Or my sister brought them to the house, and my parents brought me and my
Gotcha.
siblings.
your little
So
sister.
yeah. No, my
older
my older
sister?
sister. Yeah, older sister,
I
21.
met her.
So do you feel like you seen transition in your family first, or do you feel like you started the transition?
No, I think it started mainly in my parents. I saw a transition in them.
That's awesome.
Their faith grew stronger. Yeah, I think the house really grew our faith in the family, and mainly I saw a transition in my parents' life.
It's really
great.
awesome. It's really cool to grow up with that. I know I have friends that didn't grow up in a Christian household, and night and day difference. And it's not like in a bad way. It's just you could just definitely tell a difference when people grow up with strong functional roots, and they grow up with something to have faith in, and like something that's actually real. There's just a night and day difference. So it's really awesome, and you don't really realize at this age, like we still don't even understand the concept, but it's gonna affect us generations down.
Yeah.
Having that in our root system. So that's awesome. That's really cool that you and your parents are tight like that. It's really, really cool. So I feel like I already know what you're gonna say if I ask you if you'd ever leave the city.
If I'm a traveler, dude.
I knew it.
But Texas is where it's at. It's where the money's at.
Yeah,
for sure. I mean, Texas, it's great. It's kind of boring, but
It's flat.
it's definitely flat. But
I know you're from Oregon, bro. You know it's flat.
yeah, I'm from Portland.
That's crazy.
But Portland's not necessarily nice either. Homeless is super bad out there. But actually, I want to do something for the homeless. I wanted to give back and start doing a is it a fundraiser? Yeah, I raise money to give back to the homeless. I want to put together packages and stuff and go out to Dallas and start giving back because my uncle is homeless, so it definitely hits home for me.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's cool, bro. That's
yeah.
awesome.
And then, also while doing that, I also think I want to put something from the Bible in there and then talk to them, pray with them.
Yeah.
But for sure,
That would be so cool.
Yeah,
You can take a group or something.
yeah,
too,
yeah.
and
I
do
was
that.
thinking about taking the YSL group, but I just need to raise some money.
Yeah.
It's just hard.
Yeah, you guys do
Just
stuff
ask,
like
bro.
that. Like
Yeah.
I feel like that you guys will definitely be carrying, something good in y'all's schools or any
For
people
sure.
that you come across, like doing
Yeah.
stuff now at that age. Like people are gonna look up to that. They're gonna be like,
Yeah.
dang, like they're doing the stuff for others,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what it's about. It's about others, and I feel like at that age, like in high school, like junior, senior year, it's a lot about like self, and it's like it's really. At the end of the day, like when you graduate high school and you become an adulthood and all this stuff, you'll realize real quick it's about others and
Yeah,
it's not about you. So
for sure.
I think that'd be so dope if you did that.
Yeah, I was talking about my dad, and I always have so many business ideas, right? So I always pitch it off to my dad, and I mean, he tells me it's not gonna work, and then but I told him about the giving back thing. He's like, for sure, dude, and he keeps getting on me about it. Cause he's like, you have so many ideas, but you need to do this one, and so I'll for sure do it
I
eventually.
think that was one of my things too. Like I think in high school and out of high school, I had a lot of ideas.
Yeah.
Like a lot of crazy ideas. Like,
Yeah.
ooh, I know this would work.
It's
I know
scary to
this would
pick
work.
one though.
There's so many options.
Yeah.
But something that changed my life, and I've said it here on the podcast before. I've heard it from like a sermon or somewhere, I forget. But it literally the simple terms of until you do your first step, you'll never get your second one.
Yeah.
And if I'm never going to get my second step until I do my first step, then I have to start something. You know,
Yeah.
I have to tackle the mission on starting something to get to my next step.
Yeah.
So
You'll figure it out.
just pick that one thing,
Nothing's gonna be a waste of time.
Yeah.
If that one thing didn't work out, I mean, like we're also so young, all of us.
No,
Like just take risk, and if it doesn't work out, you'll learn what you need to in that area, and then move on to the next thing.
For sure.
Yeah, and networking is an amazing
skill. Yeah.
I mean, superpower, bro. Like it's people say it's really about who you know.
Yeah,
it's really about who you know.
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
And I'm sure you know that, like being around your dad. Like,
yeah.
being
So
a
for
business
sure,
guy.
being around my dad, like he's always taught me to talk to everybody, you know, and network and give out business cards, you know, put your name out there, you know. And I would go to like auctions with him and just talk to people, you know. And it's good to get your name out there. And I know I'm a little kid. It's hard being a kid starting a business because no one will take you seriously.
Yeah, I'd say it's hard to be young and have knowledge and a lot of knowledge in anything. Because it's hard for people to take you serious. You know?
Yeah, for sure. And like old dudes would be like, well, this guy doesn't know what he's doing, you know?
Yeah. Wisdom has no age, though. And
yeah,
I think that's something that's really encouraged me personally, even like growing up and going to the house, my life getting changed, and starting to realize these things. Wisdom has no age. I can still talk to people that are older than me, and it'll still make sense, you know.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. It doesn't make a difference.
I always like, I don't care what age. I always talk about God with no matter age. Like I talked with my grandpa, I talked with my grandma, Pastor, or what's her? You said you cut her hair.
Pastor Darla.
Pastor Darla. I love Pastor Darla. Hannah, you know, like I talk to people all ages, you know, and I don't know. It's a good subject too because it's so interesting, and it's also like, you know, scary too, in my opinion. Like, you know, like where we go when we die, you know. And I do believe I'll go to heaven, but there's always like the other thought, you know. But
do you feel like at y'all's age it's kind of a scary thing? Like people are scared of God?
Scared of God or scared to die?
Or well, I guess both. Like one's scared to die, and also like people are scared to maybe commit to God, or maybe like just say that they believe in God.
People before I committed to God, the thing was I was scared I was committing to the wrong religion because there's so many out there.
You know? I've had the thought. There's definitely
because there's Buddhism, there's moons, and there's, you know,
crystals, rocks.
Yeah, there's
don't even give me stuff.
She's had her own history in that, man.
Yeah.
But like it's scary.
Yeah.
What if I'm committed to the wrong religion?
Right.
And then my thought in my brain is, what if we're all worshiping a God? We're all worshiping a God, and technically we're all going to the right place. I feel like we're all worshiping a God.
It makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand. Truth will always reveal itself.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, I think it's healthy to question God, especially on these kind of topics. Like to have questions of like, what if this is the wrong thing?
You know? And it's scary too, because if you're committing your life to it and you die, you're like, oh.
Yeah, it's your life, bro.
It's just darkness, man. Like
your life has value. You know, everybody knows like there is some type of value in your life. You know, I don't want to die. I don't want to lose my life. You know, I have value in that. Yeah. So you want to know what direction you're putting your life in.
And I also want to live it to the fullest. You know what I'm saying? I want to see everything. I want to do everything. Yeah. You know?
I mean, God wants us to enjoy our life.
Yeah.
Like he literally says that in scripture. In Ezekiel. No. What's the other one? Starts with an E.
I can't read your brain.
It's the other one. Yeah.
Ecclesiastes.
Yeah.
Ecclesiastes.
That's a big word.
How do you say it?
I had no idea.
It's a big word, yeah. But yeah, he literally talks about to enjoy our life. Like God gifted us this life. Why wouldn't he want us to enjoy it?
Yeah.
I think he just like we want him to be everything, you know, like it's not, we don't want to idolize anything. Like God is our idol. God is everything comes from God. So at the end of the day, like if that's your foundation and you travel, he's with you moment by moment. He's closer than our breath, you know. He's what created everything. So
it's also hard like now too, because there's so many rules in stake to like just live, you know. You know, like getting money is hard now, and getting like, I don't know, I feel like it's just hard. And like especially in the US, you don't really own anything. You kind of like, you know what I'm saying? You don't really.
You gotta be in debt, man.
You don't really own anything. So
have you ever seen The Case of Christ? The Case of Christ.
No.
That might be boomer talk. I'm kidding.
That's a good movie.
It's coming.
Oh my lord! All right.
It's an old movie. It's about Jesus.
I assume. I'm kidding.
We're done. Cut it.
Get out of my house.
But I wanted to kind of conclude on that. I'm not ending it just because I said that, but I wanted to conclude with this question.
Yeah.
I wanted to see, what would you guys say? Let's imagine that we're talking to a crowd of Gen Z guys and girls your age, like a big youth scenario right now, and there's a crowd full of them.
Yeah.
what would you say to them to take the jump of faith to believe in God? Or
How to take it?
or like what would you say? Let me figure out how to word this. What would you say to the people your age to take the jump to believe in God? Why should they do it?
Why should they do it?
Why should
I would first tell them what I went through to relate to them. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like before I really committed, I was kind of just a normal kid smoking. You know what I'm saying? I was just like in the bathroom smoking, you know? And I feel like if I relate to them and show them something better, then they'll come to church. And then like also, like we were talking about earlier, it's a fun aspect in church too. Hey, we're playing football at church. It gets them there. You know what I'm saying? I understand why churches do that because it gets them there. And then once they get punched in the face, like we said, then they'll realize why we're really at church. We're not there to play basketball. We're there to worship the Lord. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. That's kind of my take to it.
Yeah,
You know?
I like that. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
What about you, bro? What would be your creative take on it?
To get people, you said to get people closer to
Just
God.
to take the jump to believe in God. Why would they believe in something like God? Is it because it's life changing? Is it because it changed your life? Is it because you live a significantly better life, or is it just because it's a trend? People are just following it.
I'd try to tell them, just to get saved, and kind of like what he said, share past experiences. I don't have like anything like in my past like that's like super bad, but I could bring up others, like my dad, because like my dad my mom and dad, like their faith was like not good at all. They didn't actually grow up in church. My mom was a Catholic, and my dad none of his family went to church until like years later. I think he was like a teen. And like Isaiah said, just share past experiences, and just try to relate to them,
Yeah.
and just show them how God worked in your life and your life. And
That's
I
good.
feel like show them that we're normal too, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like I feel like a lot now the stereotype is just we're weird.
Yeah.
We're not weird, man. We're cool. We're like let's go kick it somewhere, let's go get food, but like we're normal. And then like I was saying earlier, a lot of Christians are judgy. That's why a lot of people don't want to be around it. Because they're afraid they'll judge. I've invited some homegirls to church, and they said I don't want to go because I feel like I don't belong because I do too much bad, and it's just hard. It's hard for people because Christians are judgy. You know what I'm saying? In my personal opinion, like
no, you're right. You're right. Yeah, it happens all the time.
It's hard for people to take that step because it's just they're judging, man, and it's not healthy.
Also,
it's not what God wanted either.
There's an aspect where people that don't really know themselves are uncomfortable with people that do know themselves.
Yeah,
and when you know God, you learn more about yourself. More and more. The more and more you get to know God, the more and more you get to know yourself. For sure, because He's your creator. He tells you more and more about yourself. You become more grounded in a sense over time in your relationship with God, and it's an awesome experience. But like with people that don't have that, it's just it throws them off. It's like you're actually weird for being yourself. I need you to act like I need you to carry your hurt. I need you to carry all the things you've been through like I am. And if you're not, then that's weird.
Well, I feel like we're like I said, like we're not weird, bro. We're chill. Us Christians, we're just chilling, man. We're not weird. We're not judging you. We'll obviously talk about the Lord, but I'll still kick it with you. Like I would always encourage it to come to church because it's the best decision of your life. So,
amen, bro.
Yeah.
Amen.
Well, I want to just say thank you guys. I want to say I'm really impressed with you guys. Seriously, like I actually really mean that. I know it's kind of been a while since I've had a real conversation with you guys.
Yeah.
The last time we had a conversation was probably at youth, but I just want to say I'm really impressed with you guys.
Thank you.
I just want to say thank you for coming and being on the podcast. The camera actually just died.
I know. I heard it.
It's probably overheated. I don't know why.
That's depressing.
Anyways.
It's okay. This one's still live though.
This
If
one's
you want to
live.
like stretch up, do you want to say by me?
It's pointing at you. It's all right. Okay. Keep my leg right here.
The dogs.
I just want to say thank you guys.
For sure.
keep going in your faith, keep going and growing with God.
Yeah.
Where the direction that you guys are in right now is the direction that you should be going in.
Absolutely.
And then to you watching, come to the house, youth.
Come to the house.
Come to the house, youth. It's the best decision of your life. Start a relationship with the Lord, please, because you will start something that will go generations in your family.
Amen.
And you're literally a testament of that,
Yes.
Jonathan.
Yeah.
There you
Break
go.
the generational curse.
Yep.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, it
Is that the word?
does literally, and
Yeah.
like the fact, Jonathan, that you're saying like I don't have any, bad past or anything like that. Like
Yeah.
that,
a
it's
blessing.
beautiful. That's how our kids hopefully are going to be.
Yeah.
We already did that for them, like
Yeah, for
please.
sure.
So
But,
generational.
Yeah, we'll have this on y'all's Instagram and out there. We'll tag y'all and stuff and have y'all's friends check it out.
Cool.
And they'll
I already have a few
y'all's
friends that want to
message.
check it out.
Bet.
I told them, they're like, yeah, well, I'll check it out since
That's
you're
what's
on
up.
it. Yeah,
Awesome, dude.
for sure.
Well, thank you guys for doing this. Appreciate
man.
y'all.
Thanks for
I love
having
y'all
us.
so much. Thank you. I love you.
Love you too.
Thank y'all.
Y'all are gonna have to,
How about y'all
us.
close this out?
Close this out.
The camera's off. So close
Wait,
this out.
what's the podcast called? The Higher
Higher View
View.
podcast.
Thank you for tuning into the Higher View podcast. Jesus loves you. Come to the house.
Amen.
Amen.
Peace out, y'all.
Peace out, guys.
Bye.